Thank you all, as always, for joining us on the Mirepoix.
Yeah, what's good, family? Welcome to the Mirepoix, episode 24 for our Kobe episode, man.
Yeah, the Kobe episode on the Jordan year.
Man,
I don't know if y'all feel it in there. It's about to be our best episode.
we going back to back right here, man. So
got this thing going back to back.
who is Billy Miker? Is that one of your buddies?
2 minutes to watching, hell yeah. Yeah, shout out Billy, dude. Shout outs fucking Billy.
Now we got 3. But yes, y'all, welcome to episode 24 of the Mirepoix. We are super excited to have you guys on for this episode, man, where we talk about the food influence on shows and films. Man, I don't know about y'all, but we have been overwhelmingly excited.
Oh man, so excited because the media plays a big role in our life, and it feels like in my early adulthood, the media finally started capturing the industry. You know, all thanks to these two guys right here. You're welcome. But we've been seeing a lot of movies, shows, everything influenced by our industry, what we do. But before we dive in, thank you so much for joining us here at the Mirepoix podcast. As always, a Mirepoix is the greatest flavor base in French cuisine and culinary existence, created by a little bit of onions, carrots, celery, butter, all reduced down to some delicious base to create whatever you want to create. And so for us, the Mirepoix is our talent, our expertise, our existence, our entertainment, simmering down, reducing to create the base for all sorts of good conversations relating to food, drink, culture, history, whatever it might be. We're here to talk to you about it.
Yes.
And our hosts are the great and legendary.
Oh, absolutely. You already know what it is. It is your boy, your favorite chef, Chef Caius from the Chef Caius Experience, where we provide you with the best luxurious dining experience in the comfort of your own home or the environment of your choosing, which means we'll come to you, baby, wherever you are or all around the world. We are ready and we are set. We are willing. We are excited to be able to give you the best experience you will ever have, man. Thank you for having me on, ladies and gentlemen. And then we also have the legendary
Gilberto Casimiro Valdez Arias, Guild Master of the Guild, a collection of highly talented individuals here to create and design whatever event, project, or anything you need help biting off. We do consultation, events, and overall project management. And hit us up. We're here to have some fun with you. We're currently in the process of, I'll save that for the next one up, but here we are. This is the Mirepoix.
Yes.
And just to cut right into it on the catching up, man, the Guild, woo, shout outs to my team, everyone responding today, telling me, yes, they're in. I got 3 events coming back to back to back to back that I'm creating into existence.
Yes.
And, you know, if you ain't tuned in, if you ain't watching, I'm going to give you the show. We taking over Fredericksburg. We taking over San Antonio. It's going. It's going.
It's so cool because if y'all watch like our earlier episodes, these were things that we were claiming. These were things that we were talking about doing. Some of the things that we had aspirations, our goals to be able to do.
We out here manifesting,
and you're literally watching it happen as we speak. So kudos to you, bro, for making that cracking the wheel.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, he's doing the thing. And we also got some events coming up. Nothing concrete yet, but as y'all heard, we were looking to do some pop-ups once a month.
Yeah.
And I'm like this close to sealing the deal to be able to provide y'all with the Chef Caius Experience pop-up, which is going to be just a way to be able to give you guys some of the food, some of the just a taste of the experience. These pop-ups will not be nowhere near close to the experience that you would have if you hire our full service, but it's going to be still pretty damn good.
It's that tease. It's that taste.
It's that appetizer, that aperitif.
That's the difference between a public event and a private event.
Yes.
You thought this was good where I was accounting for 150 of all y'all to come together to do something crazy. Imagine if it was just for you.
Yes.
And the way you like it.
Yeah, just think of it,
you know, come to life.
You go into a public beach, you know, like Corpus Christi, as opposed to going to a resort where you guys just have your own private beachfront area. You know, walk outside. And shout out to my boy Devin. I see him over here throwing the emojis.
Dude, digital gang signs right there.
Yes,
the
waves,
y'all. The tweets.
Yes. And then we're gonna do some gumbo again. Hey, where it's Texas, man. It's so hard. Like we get like a very small window to be able to do gumbo.
To serve hot food.
Yeah. Because right now, man, this button up got me a little choked up right now. But hey, Billy, follow the platforms. I don't know if you already are, but I'll be posting if I ever do the gumbo again. I'm sure we'll get one more code from a few more.
Even if it's hot, we'll make it.
You don't want no gumbo in this hot, brother. Trust me.
I mean, I'm gonna say this: in the comfort of my own home, it might be hot outside. Yeah, I got the AC rolling.
Put it on 65. That's why our light bill is actually not bad at all.
Dude, not really. For us having a whole studio set up in here, all our kitchen equipment always running, our Wi-Fi, and both of us always sitting here working, building stuff up. It ain't half bad.
Yeah, man.
But without further ado, the media, the role it plays, how it exists. There's a whole lot that we're going to talk about. So while we dive into food and drink and jump right into it, for those in chat right now, hanging out with us, vibing with us, put in there some of your favorite movies or some of your media favorite things, whether it's an Instagram chef, a celebrity bartender, whether it's an actual movie, TV show, or what it might be. Because right now, hold on, guys, talk to him about that drink. It's been staring at me. It's got the foam up top the way I like. Ooh. Yeah,
man. So one of the movies that I gathered this drink from was from Fear and Loathing Las Vegas.
Yeah,
classic. Which it's a classic movie, very wild. I feel like this movie depicts service industry on vacation.
Yeah.
So anybody that's in the service industry, you guys are always in for a wild treat.
You know how we go out. We already have all the best spots to go to in mind.
Yeah. You guys are turning it up, man. We are a party group, as Gilberto likes to give credit to. Our job is to party. So this drink was created in Singapore. And it's very interesting that the bartender that created this drink created it because women in Singapore at the time could not drink publicly. So what he did was he wanted to make kind of a fruity looking mocktail, kind of like, something tropical that you just casually drink and pretty much just be able to disguise that you were actually drinking alcohol. And one of the tourists fell in love with this drink while in Singapore and then came back to the States and brought it to his bar. And would you imagine maybe like another 20 years later, we see it on Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with a shot of mezcal. Well, we don't have a shot of mezcal here. We took some shots earlier, but yeah, man. So some gin, all types of liqueurs, have some pineapple juice. We topped it off with some garnish, some mint, some orange zest, and some cherries, man. So very sexy, absolutely. Mi amigo Billy. So some good stuff here, man. And we're gonna pair it with these bro, I love spaghetti. I just want to say that.
Bruh, spaghetti.
I love spaghetti.
It's easy. It's fun. You know it. What inspired me was, I don't know if y'all remember Hulu's hit The Bear, where finally the big conclusion was saved the day by spaghetti, their recipe, their sauce. So this is my fun little play on it. And as a little fun for my friends out in the industry, they know I always brag about spaghetti and meatball. So I put one giant meatball on top, got the sauce rolling, a little Parmesan. In reality, for the sauce, I did kind of follow their recipe from The Bear because family meals are important. For those who aren't in the industry, family meal is when a chef will either show off or just feed his team. Servers, bussers, line cooks, dishwashers, everyone comes together to sort of dine in around this meal and get everything rolling. And that's how family meal is. That's how family meal is to me. And so I was thinking about my friends that we always talk about spaghetti and meatball. One big ball for you. And that's sort of how we throw down and how we get rolling. And that's how I want to do my family meal inspired by The Bear.
I'm excited about this, y'all. Are you going to talk?
Here. We'll keep rolling.
We'll do a cheers. We'll do a cheers real quick.
Little cheers with a little Singapore sling. Oh.
That's cool,
dude.
man.
Some quality libations.
I could do with that. Nice, light, refreshing.
Dude, and the word libation, bro, is just, it's a word, I'm not gonna lie to you, I learned from media. That's how all my English was learned. For those that don't know, I moved here from Mexico when I was a wee lad. Spanish as a first language, and I learned all my English off the streets, baby. No formal education needed.
Yeah.
We was essentially running around with other kids. One of my first favorite words was lickety split. And with that, libations, I actually learned it from Hey Bartender, which if you haven't seen it, phenomenal little movie, kind of detailing the life of a gentleman named Sasha Petrowski, who kind of brought back, how to put it, craft cocktails in New York. I believe he was the man behind Employees Only, and he had that little movie rolling. And for anyone that got to work at Bohannon's with me back in the day, Sasha Petrowski actually came out and trained all of our bartenders. So we, like, people don't know unless they know, but it's a huge flex to be able to sit back and say, yeah, I was trained by Sasha Petrowski how to make craft cocktails.
This is super nostalgic right here, man.
Dude, spaghetti and meatball family meal.
This is taking me back.
So what does family meal mean to you, Kais? You know,
Hey, so it's crazy because growing up, my family actually made a lot of spaghetti. And,
Yo.
I'll tell you how we made it, bro. We, my cousin always added like diced up bell peppers, onions, the Mirepoix pretty much. We'll hook it up with some andouille sausage, pepperoni. Do some garlic cheese bread, crazy salad.
what's it called? The Holy Trinity for French cuisine or for
Creole.
Cajun? Yeah.
Yeah, Cajun and Creole. But so that's why I say this is taking me back, man, to me and my cousins eating a big old pot of spaghetti. And then when we were done with all the pasta, we will repurpose the meat sauce for like nachos and all types of other crazy stuff, man.
Dude, I was about to say, I just poured some more sauce on. I'm a sauce guy. I like to get saucy. And just like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, I like to get saucy.
Oh, man.
There have been shout outs to a close friend of mine, Adrian Abella. We went to a competition together, both representing the same restaurant. And while we were there, man, they tried giving us like a stipend, like hey, feel free to go out and drink tonight before we drive home tomorrow. Here's like $100 each to go out drinking for the night. And I just laughed. I was like, ha!
$100?
Yeah, that is nowhere near enough for us to get nice and saucy. And we kind of had ourselves a little Fear and Loathing, like, of course, not as dramatized, not all the wild collections, but we met up with other chefs because, of course, it was a competition. So we're there seeing other chefs, other business owners, people we know in the industry, just taking over bars, Hey, 30 of us all know each other in the state of Texas. We all been working in different competitions, different realms, different existences, and we here partying together. And boy, dude, that was fun. Talking about the service industry knowing how to party.
It's crazy, man, because we spend so much time like taking care of other people.
Mm-hmm.
So we were kind of watching Drink Master, which is the Netflix series of the first drinking competition. I've never seen a drinking competition. I think this is the first one. But y'all check it out. It's called Drink Masters. Is on Netflix. And we had a sister to win the full competition. And she was just kind of giving ode to, heritage, our ancestors being slaves and whatnot. She just kind of like gave like credit to like my ancestors' job was to take care of people. So it's just kind of in us to be hospitable, to, showcase hospitality. And it's just like, yo, that's a real thing. And it's not a very pleasant thing to really like deep dive into, but
Hey, but it happened. It's history, and it's, the way that she put it made it sound so beautiful. Like I almost forgot it was a really awful, like, world shattering thing of injustice.
Yeah,
because she had dolled it up so nice, like, oh yeah, this is how we took care of people. This was a recipe. This was a food we'd cook. This is a thing we'd harvest.
Yeah, because no one wants to really hear a sob story, but it's definitely nowhere near as glorious as she put it. But
she had me sitting there thinking it was intentional. I was like, oh, wow.
I mean, but just in the overall of thinking about everything, this is just kind of what we have to do. We have to suck it up. We do have to take a lot of hits. bite a lot of bullets to be able to present you guys with an amazing time, with a great time. You just have no idea the lives that we live to be able to, you know, present you guys with an amazing experience, man.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was really dope to hear her take it back, and it just kind of made me think, oh yeah, that is a real thing. So
Well, and especially for you, because your whole thing is like also soul food. Like
Oh, yeah.
that ties right into
Bro.
everything that kind of
Yes.
pushes you. Oh man, dude, I love food. I'm sorry, I love y'all see me get all nasty. I'm like trying to eat the garlic bread and put it all in there. And
yeah, this is dope. This is great, man. Great job, bro.
if anyone is trying to find out how to do a big meatball, I know it's challenging for some. You know, you can tell your friends and family the secret to one big meatball. Hard sear, and then throw it in the oven with a little bit of tomato sauce to kind of like boil it and steam it. And then you got yourself meatballs. So tell your friends, especially the ones that are scared of a large meatball, let them know this how you do it. But with that though,
yeah,
one of my things that you kind of hit on was the sacrifices we make. And what I think is that movie, The Menu, that just came out recently.
man,
That was, for those that haven't seen it,
go see it.
It's fun.
You gotta see it.
It is good fun. I won't give too many spoilers, but it is
No.
definitely one of the pieces that does help highlight, in a dramatized fashion, but nonetheless show the sacrifices we make in this industry. Like, there was a scene where they showed off a room, and it was essentially like military style bunking, like a straight up dorm room, 10 beds in one little room. And they're like, yeah, this is where we sleep. And like, whoa, what do you mean? Y'all are all cooks, servers, hosts at the greatest restaurant on earth. What do you mean you live in here? They're like, yeah, that is what it takes. This is how we live.
It's the equivalent of a break room.
Yeah.
For a staff of like 100 people that have like a little small 4x4 that they have to rotate meals and.
Dude, and that hit home for me so much because like that's been the thing. I've been waiting on celebrities, being involved with producing experiences for millionaires and all that such, and then going home to a little studio apartment, playing with my cat, just like, yep, this is what I got, seeing what they got.
Yeah, it was pretty accurate. It was very comical.
Yeah.
As well, man. It was hilarious. But there is some truth in that, just the whole sacrificial situation, man. But let me ask you, kind of turning the corn here, man. How do you feel about cooking competitions, bro?
I think they're
great mouth noises.
I think they're good, often fun. They are very. Battle of the Bands used to be an exciting thing that would get people energized locally. And I feel like cooking competitions, whether it's at the Hollywood level, where we're watching Drink Master, Netflix shows, Food Network shows, Iron Chef, those long things, those are great entertainment. But even locally, when you go to your little fair and they got the chili cook-off, and here's Bob, who, like, he's a police officer during the day, and all of a sudden he's got, boom, here's my chili. Or even when you take it a step further and you have these events sort of based around having chefs compete to produce whatever it might be, a burger cook-off, a chili cook-off, a pie bake-off, and just to see it happen no matter how big or large the scale, even getting with your friends and saying, all right, who's going to make the best? It's a whole lot of fun. Have you ever been in any competitions?
Yeah, just kind of like the home-based ones, though. I had applied to be on a few, and for various reasons, they kind of got cut short. But there's one particular competition that's trending right now, cooking under pressure, or pressure cooker. And it's a show off of Netflix. I'll tell you what, Netflix has been like killing it with the food and the drink competitions. But this show is very interesting because instead of having like world-renowned chefs as the judges or some type of outside source, the judges are literally the same people who are competing.
Oh,
so
yeah, that was that show.
Yeah,
dude.
that
was
show,
a
man.
cool concept.
So I guess let's say 20 people are competing against each other. They also have to critique each other and then vote each other off. And then it also kind of plays into the politics of the kitchen, bro, and the restaurant industry. Because I tell you what, the person that won, shout out to I can't think of his name. I had to look it up. But anyways, shout out to you for winning. You did a phenomenal job. But will I say you was the most talented chef? I cannot say that, bro.
Ooh.
I cannot say that you were the most talented chef. I think you played the role. You were probably most likable between the two final chefs. So it's just how the world is. Sometimes it doesn't matter how talented you are in this industry, man. Have you ever been in a situation where you know you were the most talented person,
bruh,
but you did not come on top,
bruh?
Is that like the story of our lives,
Dude,
bro?
Story of my life.
Story.
And honestly, that's part of the reason, because like the people that know me know I make a lot of noise. And I'm not talking like whiny or cry or anything like that. It's just I walk in, whether it's a restaurant, a winery, a bar, whatever it might be, and I let everyone know I know I'm the best. Just, do you want the Ferrari parked in the garage or you want it running on the track? That's your choice. Because so many managers, so many business owners, I feel have just always, oh, well, this person, came by to always tell us how great they thought we were. They always came by to verbally appease us. And even though they didn't do the job, they hung out with us. And I've just seen it happen so many times, bro.
Yeah, so that was just, I don't know, I feel like the shows, reality TV to me is becoming more and more real. And I've had like chef friends and chef mentors who've been on TV and they tell me about all the TV politics and how it's never as what it seems, which I get it, it's TV, but visually kind of watching it, it's like, yo, this is pretty real. Because before, back in the day, chefs were these like gentle giants, all happy and go lucky and things like that. But even in the bear, man, it's just like, in the industry, like, let's be real, bro. We suffer from all types of addictions, illnesses. You're sick. But you gotta work. You know what I mean. You don't have the money for insurance. You know what I mean. Like all types of drama going on behind it. Is
dude, so much drama. It is.
Yeah. And I think it's the depiction of the industry is becoming more and more real, bro. There's no longer this fairy tale. Everything is peachy keen and all this stuff. Like it's really showing the struggles that we're going through in the industry, man.
Dude, I will say though, as we have been getting more and more portrayed, I will say this: I am tired, so tired of seeing all these shows or movies or whatever that try and depict our industry, especially at the higher level, as people who hate their careers, hate their jobs, hate their existences. I hate that so much when it's when the moral of the story is like, haha, this server hated all their customers and then they fell in love. It's like, look, you can tell some movies are actually influenced by people who were really in the industry for an extended period of time. And then there's other ones. And I kind of, honestly, I feel like the menu was toying in on this too, just a little bit. Was written by people who maybe served for 2 years in their life. Maybe they worked as a line cook for like a year and they feel that their feelings remain true for everyone. No, bro, no one sits doing something they hate for the most of their lives, and like, yeah, some people do, but.
I'm going to play devil's advocate. I would say that, I think this is what sets us apart because we genuinely find our purpose in this industry.
Yeah.
But there are people that are working in this industry that they're literally just working a job. This is not their passion. This is just the easiest thing for them to be able to wake up and make a quick buck as opposed to going into corporate world and having to do all this training and whatnot. you still have to train to be in the service industry. Don't get me wrong, but this is a relatively, it's a lot more welcoming, and you can kind of hop around.
Yeah.
Like if you don't, there's, I mean, how many restaurants have you worked in?
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you can really move around, see different things, you know, try out what fits, what doesn't. But I remember working as a server, man, and I had that mentality, bro. Like, I don't hate my job, because I was in there thinking, like, what can I learn? What can I apply to be able to, when I do have my own business, I can draw from that and be able to carry on to my business. There's some people that they're working and they're like, man, bickering about every single client and just like customer, and I'm just like, dude,
you're in the wrong job.
Yeah, just
like there was a coworker of mine once who would always throw a fit whenever they weren't able to leave right when the restaurant says they closed. And I'm like, bro, welcome to the industry.
Yeah.
And the most annoying part was this person came from working a desk job, and they sat there and told me, like, yeah, I've been in the industry like 3 years now, and I love it. I love it. It was so welcoming to me. It brought me in, and I couldn't see myself doing anything else with my life. And it's like, okay, we close at 9, and then right at 9:01, they start, oh my God, why are people still here? Oh, don't they know we have lives too? We've closed, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo,
no,
that's call center life. Call center life, right when you close is right when you clock out and you're gone.
Yeah.
We still got to clean. We still have to do all this stuff. Go clean the bathrooms while they finish their food or drink or whatever.
Yeah.
We're like, you know what? Go home and I'll take care of it. So I would say this. What is your favorite adaptation of our industry?
In movies and...
Yeah, movies, film, TV shows.
I would say The Bear, man. Honestly.
The Bear.
The Bear, because you see, so what pretty much happens in The Bear is you have this world-renowned chef from Chicago who goes and conquers all the restaurants. I want to say he gains a Michelin star and all these things.
He wins awards.
And then his brother died, and his brother had a sandwich shop in Chicago. So in respect to his brother who gave him the restaurant and the wheel, he goes home and really pretty much revamps his whole restaurant to a higher standard. They're still doing deli Italian sandwiches, spaghetti and meatballs, but they're doing it to a level of excellence. And then so what you see is the team reluctant at first when they're receiving all these new orders to do things differently and to go by the book. But eventually, as they start to see the results of having structure, having somebody with passion, doing the things the right way, you see the whole team start to rally behind them. And they're all start, ironing the shirts, coming in, work on time, or perfecting their craft. Everybody starts taking their job seriously once they have that type of leader that's kind of bringing them in that direction. And so that's, I think for the most part, it doesn't matter about the client or the guest. Most people are really upset when the leadership is off in our industry. I feel like
I was about to say our industry extrapolates it so much. I think the people that I always tend to get along with best in our industry are the ones that kind of share my mentality of this is war.
Yeah.
And mind you, I don't mean it in the customers are our enemy. Wah! I mean, they kind of are, but I mean it more so in I am a warrior. And because of that, I love my enemy. I love my challenges because they give me the opportunity to not only master my craft, but to also go to war. That is what it means to be a warrior. And I feel like that's what it means to be in this industry, at least for me. I love what I do so much. I excite for the opportunity. And I will say we got interaction. We got people saying Gordon Ramsay shows. Dude, I know we talked about it last episode about our sort of favorite celebrity chefs.
Yeah. Gordon Ramsay. He still has it.
Yeah.
Chef dude. Gordon Ramsay, we want you on the Mirepoix, man.
Yeah. Come be, I guess everyone tag him.
Yeah, we'll feed you.
At Gordon Ramsay.
We'll feed you real good, bro. Get you real nice and saucy, man.
Yo.
But we definitely are fans of Gordon Ramsay.
Dude, and all those shows. Kitchen Nightmares, when I stopped being a manager and became a consultant and a fixer-upper and a true next level, I just binge-watched every single episode of Kitchen Nightmares, the U.S. version and the British version.
It's and these are like, I know we like to play like reality TV is very dramatic, but bro, have y'all been to some of these restaurants? Like some of this stuff is like pretty accurate, man.
I'm gonna say this, you want the most raw, like actual, this is what a restaurant looks like. Yeah. No lie, go put on some Kitchen Nightmares. Yeah. It hits the nail pretty close to the head, you know?
Hey, what about for you though, bro? What show is one of your favorites to
capture our industry?
Exactly.
Man, I was hoping not to get asked that. That's a good question. Okay. So, as I mentioned, Kitchen Nightmares, at least for me and the role I play, I've never had the luxury of, at the highest level as a director of operations, to come in from the jump. You know, all the spots I opened, there was a manager above me, you know, a GM above me, a regional manager above me, all the places that like I opened. But then when I took the next step into, I'm going to show up, I'm going to fix up, I'm going to clean up these restaurants, I'm going to do it all and have all the burden of decision upon my shoulders and do all the roles that I did, it was always coming into places that essentially, I'm not going to say we're desperate or any word like that, but they had already been up and running and they needed the shakeup, they needed the growth, they needed the whatever it is I was offering. And so Kitchen Nightmares to me has always been the show that really captures that essence and that feel and makes me feel like, yo, this show is written about my life type deal.
Yeah.
And honestly, as I mentioned, really any movie or TV show that kind of captures the true love for war aspect of it sits right on my shoulders. The Menu was getting there. I'm not going to lie to you, but the second half of that movie,
it did kind of slow down a little bit.
Yeah, dude,
like,
they were building up the tense so much.
Yeah.
It was going to be a drama. It was going to be so good. It was going to be a thriller.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
they had it.
And it just dropped.
Oh, yeah, we were waiting on that clap earlier, too, man.
Yeah, I forgot to do it while we were doing the meatballs and just, yeah.
But overall, Will Ferrell is one of the producers for that movie. And Will Ferrell is one of my favorite actors, so I was like, okay, it all makes sense. This dry humor, like, cause you almost like you almost trying to figure out, like, is this supposed to be funny? Cause it's hilarious, though. I'm like,
dude,
I'm dying on the inside.
So funny,
yeah.
And it was just, dude, it was. Y'all gotta watch it if you haven't watched it.
It was great. I definitely enjoyed it. Movies though, man. And I think we kind of are opposite on this, but I really enjoyed the movie Chef.
Oh yeah, no, that was a good one. You're talking about where he food trucked it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you were kind of talking about how you feel like chefs do not back down from food critics to the point to where they just like explode like that.
Yeah. See that was my thing. Is I'm like. The one issue I have with Chef is it's a great movie. It feels good and it really captures the, hey, I'm burnt out in my industry. And clearly, again, movies have to be dramatized to create, you know,
the drama.
These fanciful plot lines. But the one thing I had is I'm like, bro, I've seen people working in far more stressful environments. I've seen chefs perform under more burnout, under higher pressure, under more tense, and I feel like that is truly that, again, the warriors I fought alongside would never really explode like that to go out and be like throwing a big old temper tantrum in front of the food critic and grabbing his food and doing all this and that. But again,
did we, not to throw any names out there, but have we not had a chef kind of explode on us in front of the guests? At one particular ranch, like you know, so and this is kind of back to my point where like there's a lot of things that our job is to put on a face, regardless of what happens. Like that's your job in the service industry. You can't. I don't want to say you can't be human, but you kind of got to throw that away. Like people are coming to the restaurant to enjoy themselves. Like you as a worker, as a servant to the industry, you kind of just got to be like, let me swallow this pill and I'll deal with it later.
Yeah.
But there's some people who said, I don't care who's watching. Like, I'm going to flip out. Like,
I mean, And I think that's the issue I have with it. It's not that it's not realistic. It's one of those things that where'd your game face go?
Yeah.
How dare you remove it? Be a professional.
Yeah, man. That dad talk, boy. I didn't teach you to.
Yeah.
Pull your pants up, man.
Oh. Man, sorry, I just glanced at chat. It was the biggest mistake ever.
What happened?
My boy Billy reminded me of the greatest chef show, the greatest industry show to ever exist. Shokugeki no Soma, aka Food Wars. Oh, yeah. How could I forget that?
And then Cassie just entered the chat talking about a certain chef on man, and see, this is
it happens.
It happens, yo.
It happens. It is realistic.
It happens, man.
It isn't people I appreciate. It's not who I want to be around.
Yeah, man. Just know that the ones that are able to take it to the next. I mean, all right, let's bring it here, because I was going to say the people that are able to keep their cool are those that become successful.
Yeah,
but we were just talking about one of our favorite chefs, bro, Gordon Ramsay, who is notorious for throwing a plate.
Hey, here's what I'm gonna say about Gordon. He is notorious for throwing his fits inside the kitchen.
No, bro, Hell's Kitchen, they have a whole open kitchen concept. So you have video of the guests like, dang, he's pretty pissed off.
Dude, Billy goes, the lamb sauce.
Yeah. You getting donut? Like, hey, my boy Chef Bobby just entered the room. Hey, welcome, Chef Bobby. Talking about ratatouille, bro. I was trying to get Gilberto to make ratatouille tonight, but I'm so glad he made the spaghetti and meatball.
Dude, bro. Spaghetti and meatball. In reality, shout out to Operative Coke Zero in chat. This is... I'm going to tell this story whether the people's like it or not. So he moved himself to another state. He made this friend, and the friend loved cooking for him in the sense of like, yo, I love cooking, and if you can come eat, that's even cooler, because, that's why we cook, is to feed other people and to feed ourselves and to feed our soul. But there was one time that he was hyping me up and was like, all right, you want to see a good cook? My boy Gilbert, he throws down the kitchen.
Oh, this is the guy.
Yeah, and he goes and she says, okay, I want the challenge. And what is his signature dish? And he calls and asks me, and I go, you know what? Tell this chick it's spaghetti and meatball. Not meatballs. No, it has to be one large meatball.
Yeah.
Fully cooked all the way through, delicious and perfect. And of course she failed that challenge, because it ain't easy being great at what you do. And so here we are. When we were talking media, I was like, The Bear. I'm still riding that high because, like you said, The Bear is a phenomenal show. It is
excellent.
It is, dude. The actor name, I forget his real name, but in Shameless, his name was Lip. Dude, that guy. Ooh, it was a good show. It was a good show. And in there, they have the family meal. And like I was talking about earlier, family meal is super important to me because it really is the time that, like, the warriors come together. It's you're going on an adventure with a party to kill, the demon that's plaguing the lands. You always stop at a campfire and you cook some food.
I just want to get some.
Dude, that'd be sounding good. Yeah, man. Did you just call it Asmer? Asmer. But
ASMR, you already know what's up, bro.
And so that's why I had to throw the spaghetti meatball there. So shout out to Operative Coke Zero. Shout outs to anyone that inspires their friends and people around them through challenges, through support, through just hyping up. As y'all know, the Guild is actually picking up some catering gigs. Like while I try to get my name out there and doing some cooking for some events. Again, I got some real fun stuff coming up. But this would have never even crossed my mind if it wasn't Chef Kais inspiring me through all the constant just support, bro. Every time I cook this man will be the first to be like, yo, this is either really, really good, or hey, tweak this, tweak that, tweak this, and you got something real good, but great in concept. And I've just been sitting there like, believing the hype. And then I go and I cook this one dinner once, cooked for some peoples. And the people that helped me put it on were like, oh my God, this is amazing. The people I cooked for, best barbecue I've ever had. Top 2 brisket. Oh my God, blah, blah. So shout outs to all those who inspire everyone around them.
100%.
Shout outs to the media. As I mentioned, Kitchen Nightmares is what inspired me to take that next level, to take that next leap. It's support, inspiration, all that. It means a lot. You got a show that inspired you. Like, I know we watch a lot of these shows and stuff.
Yo, I already got it. Like MasterChef. So MasterChef is a series based off of home cooks. And so, y'all, there was a time where I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment with like 7 people. And I was sleeping in the closet. That was like, I claimed the closet. Like, it was a little small closet, but this is my space, me and my dog, with clothes everywhere, people's clothes hanging above me. This was my space. And while I would be in that closet, yo, I was literally like binge watching MasterChef from season 1 all the way to the current season at the time. Yo. And MasterChef was really awesome to me because you had these home cooks. These people weren't professionally trained. They didn't go to school. They didn't have restaurants, none of these things. They were literally people who were just passionate about food, passionate about cooking, and so passionate that they were willing to put their skills out there for the entire world to see, and even much more than that, put their skills out there for Gordon Ramsay to be able to critique them, coach them, and to take them to the next level. And so I had this one encounter with I was heading home on a bus, Megabus. And
shout out to Megabus.
Shout out to Megabus, bro. I met this dude in Louisiana on my way back home. And he said, hey, so what do you do? I said, well, I aspire to be a chef. He goes to my Instagram page and he was like, at the time I had a bunch of videos of me drinking and partying and, you know, server life and all this stuff. He was like, man, if you really want to be a chef, why don't you just start moving like a chef, posting like a chef, showcasing more food than anything else? And at that moment, that's why I changed my name to Chef on Instagram and started only promoting food. And so that encounter, along with MasterChef, seeing these home cooks come from nowhere to be able to make these 5-star meals and grow businesses and things like that, that's what really inspired me, bro. So shout out to MasterChef, baby.
Dude, and honestly, shout outs fucking MasterChef and these Gordon Ramsay shows and all this. And, you know, someone brought up Ratatouille as the cooking one. And I'm going to say this. As much as, you know, it's an animation for cartoons, it ain't really going to hit the nail on the head. There have been plenty of times where I truly feel like I'm sitting there just roboting away with someone else's like directive in my head.
Oh boy.
You know, not really pulling on my hair.
That's real.
Yeah. Where it's like, I know what I want to do, but someone's sitting there pulling on my hair and I'm like, but instead I will do this. Okay. I know the right answer.
That's crazy.
And it's something that I talk a lot about with people with like burnout. And I will say the one thing that the media has gotten right as far as the industry life goes is the way that the flip switches or the switch flips in once you get burnt out. You know, in The Menu, the guy got burnt out, turned it into a thriller movie until, you know, Will Ferrell saved it with comedy. But it's true. Burnout affects this industry rowdy. It affects this industry hard, creatively, originality, and just overall, when you start feeling like you're going through the motions, when you feel like you got a little rat pulling your head or, you know, a large rat pulling your head.
Yeah, I mean, it's something because we keep reverting back to this, but your job is to make other people happy. And here's the thing about people. You can't always make them happy. No. But you set the expectation like, I'm still going to try to make you happy, man, regardless. But the chat is going off right now, man.
Who else you know named Rob Moore? Hey.
I try Bob of War.
Yeah, look, when you go on YouTube and you change your name and y'all ain't using y'all's real name, how am I supposed to sit here and give the world your real name?
Yeah, that's hilarious, man.
I ain't about to be the rapper snitching on myself or snitching on my homies.
Y'all are funny. Now. Y'all are funny. But what's up, chat? What's some of y'all favorite movies? We saw Ratatouille.
We talked some
favorite food shows. What inspired y'all?
Soma.
Yeah, man. We appreciate y'all for kicking it with us, and I gotta get in on these drinks and food at some point, bro.
Dude, and so that's the thing. A lot of people be asking us recipes. I know my mom is a big one. She's always asking recipes. And I will say this. Do not worry. Kais and I have been talking about what that would look like. Obviously, we're in this industry that controls perception. You know, we'll never just show you look, here's about. No, we put effort into these things. We put thought into these things. Someone on that show that we were talking about earlier, the competitive show, talked about how sometimes menus take months to put together. Mm-hmm. And if we're going to do it, we want to make sure we do it in a way that's accessible to all of y'all, in a way that really shows off who we are and how we do. And, again, we want to make sure it's done right. So recipes are coming. The stuff you see on the Mirepoix is coming soon. As Kais mentioned, talking about these pop-ups, we're also working on doing some cool little Mirepoix events, things like that. But recipes are coming soon. So definitely keep chatting, keep talking, keep letting us know what you really want to see the recipes of first. Because, at this point, we've done 24 episodes. We've probably done 22 different food items. Other 2 episodes, not that we didn't do food, but it's like we ordered something, like cheat day or the cheat meals. And I'm not about to give you the recipe for no gas station honey bun. I don't even know how to make Monster Energy drink.
You don't know how to make your favorite snacks, bro?
Dude, I know how to make honey buns.
Dude, that would be a dope-ass episode.
Just Gilly making honey buns?
To make, like, store food, like...
Oh, yeah, to try to recreate that preservative flavor.
Yeah.
Man, and with that, too, let us know some of the episodes you want to see and some of the things. Gumbo.
Oh, down
the man's want the gumbo.
Nillies. Down home with the Nillies. That's an old show, sis. That I don't even think they're together no more. They divorced.
Yeah, I was about to say, they don't exist no more.
Yeah, they divorced, but that was a good show. That was a great show. I enjoyed it. He said gumbo. We gonna have to get you some gumbo, Billy. I cost $250,000 a show, so probably not. Hey, word to that. He said $250,000. That's my cost.
Dude, honestly, that's the reason I haven't been on any of these Gordon Ramsay shows. He keeps coming to me and saying, Gilbert, I need you. I want you on this show. And I say, nah, dude, it's going to be $250 million.
Yeah, $250 million.
You Gordon Ramsay, I know you can afford it.
Actually, what's our other guy name?
Jamie Oliver?
Yes, Jamie Oliver will be the one to afford it. Because breaking news, man, Gordon is not the head honcho.
Yeah, hey, I'm going to say this. He's number one in our hearts. Because the only thing I even know about Jamie Oliver is that one, what's that Asian dude that was like, hiya, Uncle Roger, who like always just drags Jamie Oliver.
Hater, man.
Dude, hater. He's always just like, Jamie Oliver, or some shit.
Yeah,
can't even do it right. But,
hater.
But yeah, dude. And with that, would you... I know we had talked about it before on the podcast where you were slated to appear on and then COVID and all that. Do you think at this point in your career, with everything you got rolling and how you're operating, would you take the time to go be on a MasterChef or Guys Grocery Games or any of those competitive shows?
100%.
So, which one?
I don't think MasterChef, if I'm not mistaken, you can't like be working as a chef in a business to be on MasterChef. Like they literally want home cooks. Yeah. Which 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would have been your guy. But I don't know if I'll still qualify. But Guys Grocery Games, oh yes.
Dude.
Put me on that, put me on top. I've been sharpening my knives, honing my skills. Yo, I'm definitely will be down to do that. And even more so, I'm down to challenge some local chefs. So if we ever got like some fundraising or
maybe that's the first Mirepoix pop-up is fucking battling someone some way doing something.
I'm down, man. That'll be Gordon can't be beat. Don't care if it's Oliver. Yo,
Jamie Oliver.
Hey,
look, dude, it's just Jamie Oliver got more Bennies to his name. He got more zeros after that comma.
Yeah,
and it's again, Gordon number one in my heart, though. Gordon taught me everything I knew. Jamie Oliver didn't even exist to me.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so much to say behind that, but Gordon is definitely still champ, man.
Dude, and right now, I will say this. To all the viewers, everyone watching, please go interact with our Instagram.
Yes.
At the Mirepoix Podcast.
And subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, likes, follows, comments. Because, like, legitimately, this is one of the things I tell people all the time, right? So, I still give tours on the weekend at a winery. And a lot of times people ask me, like, oh, can we do this here? Can we do that here? And I sit back and I tell them, look, we're privately owned. That means we'll do just about anything if it fits right, if it is our thing. And right now, you're catching us before the Mirepoix blows up into the corporate entity, and maybe not corporate entity it will be, but Right now, you get to tell us, you say, hey, I'm competing against, the 50 people that are tuning in and commenting and doing all this. Eventually, it's going to be, 6 billion people that are commenting and saying, hey, this, that, and third. So while you have power with your voice, while you have this impact on our lives, go comment on all our posts and tell us what you want to see, how you want to see it. Do you want to see us doing reviews? We're talking about all these different ways that we're going to start adding content, not just the live Mondays, maybe some edited episodes, maybe some different little segments and other little things and ways to expand the Mirepoix empire. So let us know if there's different, we want to see you do reviews of different shows. We want to see you do reviews of food. We want to see these recipes. That's the number one thing we hear, and we going to give it to you. If you got someone you think could benefit from our existence, let us know. If you got people you think would like to be on our show, or hell, if you want to be on our show too, just reach out to us.
Yeah, man. Chef Bobby, bro, come on through, man. We need some more chefs on the show. We want to hear your perspective, your stories, some of your tips and whatnot, man. We really want to make this more than just about us. You guys are giving us this platform, and we want to include you, want to get you involved. So if you know somebody, or if you are that somebody, man, come reach out to us. We'll get you on.
Be that somebody.
Yeah, be that somebody. Absolutely, bro. I like that. Come be that somebody.
Yeah, we got it available. We got the platform, and but hold on, before we even dive into what's to come, I already got us riding that energy. I'm going to sit here and so for those, did you ever see the show Community?
No.
Your boy Donald Glover was on it, and it was a real fun little show. But one of the things that from episode 1 that into the show itself it was written was 6 seasons in a movie. The characters would joke about it. You would see it pop up on the background. The actors outside of it, the director outside of it would all talk about it. They would manifest it. They eventually got it, and I hope ours does not come that way. It totally, seasons 1 and 2 were getting better and better, and then season 3, the show got dropped, and Donald Glover left, and a bunch of the main actors left, and they got picked up by Yahoo, and they measly scraped out a real bad little movie with all the original cast already gone. It was a terrible fate, but without all that, what is something that you would like to manifest here for the Mirepoix as far as media is concerned while we're on the Jordan year, the Kobe episode, and the media?
Kobe. I would love for this chat to, like you said, bro, be at 1 billion. A billion viewers. With all our episodes. We want you guys to be ambassadors. I want you to love this show so much that you just can't stop talking about it. You ever watch something and you just, every time you encounter somebody new, you be like, hey, did y'all see this? Have y'all heard of this? I want that to be what the Mirepoix does to people, and be able to just grow our community, man, and to be able to grow our businesses through it, and just to be able to prosper, and people that watch it, they're learning new things and they're entertained, and it's just a win-win for everybody, bro. I want world peace. It's what I want from the Mirepoix, bro, and that includes.
I don't want peace. I want the problems.
Peace. That's the goal in life, guys.
Dude, that's hey, we gonna hit it. Shoot for the moon, land among the stars, all that. Yeah. We gonna get it. We gonna get it, and y'all gonna help us
get
it there.
What about you, sir?
We're about to start the Mirepoix University, where you guys are paying us for the opportunity to talk to other people about us. But don't worry, we'll break you off, pyramid scheme style. Dude, that's crazy. Someone made money like that. Honestly, my goal, and obviously billions of viewers is the main obsession, the main goal, the main dedication. But I think for this year, I would love to put together a Mirepoix movie. I don't even know what the hell that would look like. I don't know what format it would take. I don't mean some this is an extra long podcast. No. I want the whole script. I want the settings. I want it to be filmed with different angles and edited and CGI. I don't know what it's going to look like.
Yeah.
But it's coming this year.
Hey, I'll tell you,
manifest it.
You said Gilberto talking war, Kai is talking peace. Hey, they both need each other.
Yeah. We that coin.
You can't.
The coin called
What's
life.
the point of war if you can't obtain peace? And you can't attain peace without going to war, man. So that's
Dude, ain't that the truth?
That's what it is, man. So
and with that, I just got to get some things off my chest before we end this episode.
I just want y'all to know that's a Jen talking at this point.
Yeah, all day. Gilby's gin.
The gin has took over.
So I'm gonna say this. Man, I did not like the new Avatar, bro. I did not like the new Avatar.
All right, we're gonna cut it.
Nah,
it's over.
Waste of time.
It's over.
3 hours too long.
Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's been a beautiful episode where we talk about the food and the shows, or the shows in the movie and how they pertain to the industry. It's been excellent, man.
Yeah. So what you got coming up next?
Yeah, so like I said, we have a pop-up pending. You will definitely hear about it by next Monday. We just got to finalize everything, and by the end of the month, you might get that gumbo, Billy. We'll see. But nonetheless, I'll definitely be doing a pop-up by the end of the month. We have Valentine's Day pending as well, and just so much stuff. So we're both building our team. We're building an excellent team to be able to satisfy y'all needs, take it to the next level. I'm just excited about what's all to come, but for sure, stay tuned for those pop-ups. And what about for you, my guy?
Man, so I mean, just like you said, yes. I got 2 events coming up next week. I'll talk more in depth there. I got some planned for Valentine's. I'm sort of laying the foundation for the majority of the year, getting my team up and running, getting all that, and most importantly, spreading the truth. The new Avatar sucked.
No,
bro.
It did not suck. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was good. Like,
nah, dude, chat's on my side on this. But you know what? I'm gonna say this before we wrap it up and say our final goodbyes, though. Once we solidify and build and have that solid team and they grow to an even number, I say, and chat, you let us know. You spread this. We'll attach a goal to it. My team versus your team.
Oh, all day.
In some basketball or some soccer boppers or Rubik's Cube solving or something.
No, it's got to be food related, bro. It has to be restaurant, just overall service.
Bro, the Server Olympics. Am I finally bringing it to life?
Yes. That has to be a thing, bro.
See, boom, they're saying that the first Avatar wasn't even good. Yeah, y'all right. Everyone, spread the Avatar hate.
Tripping.
But on that note, though, thank you all.
It was cool up until this point, man. Much love.
So much for joining us. Thank you all for being a part of us. Yes. As always, stay tuned with us. Follow us on Instagram at the Mirepoix Podcast. Make sure to share, like, comment, subscribe. Get everyone involved. Get your family involved because, again, right now you have power. I'm telling y'all, I don't know if y'all got to see a few episodes ago. Shout outs to the young man Devin, where he had like all of his family in chat, like, we want to see more of him. And of course, you know, hey, give the people what they want. We brought him on as like a emergency, or not emergency, but like a impromptu midway guest. We interviewed him for a little bit. So remember, your voice has power here at the Mirepoix Podcast.
Yeah.
Your interaction matters. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Go give us a follow on Instagram. Go share our stuff with your friends. Let us know how you want to see us move and operate and how you can help us out. And most importantly, you know, we taking sponsors, buy some cool stuff.
Yeah, and I just saw an influx of people just kind of walk in and walk out. If y'all are just walking in, hey, feel free to rewatch the episode. Yeah. You're at the very end. We're about to leave out, but please, the episode will be available for rerun, and so will our other 23 episodes. So y'all go ahead and binge watch it. We're entertaining. Yeah. We're fun. We're giving y'all knowledge. We're giving y'all a perspective of our world, our life. And thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight, man.
Hey, and on that note, I'm gonna hit us with one of these. Hold on.
Oh. Did we shout out MLK today, bro?
Oh shit, hold on.
Bro, the disrespect.
Boom, it's back. We never left. I never hit end stream. We are here.
The disrespect, man.
Hold on, we saved it for this.
Shout out to MLK, bro. It's MLK Day. Yeah. It's because of people like him that allow us to even have this platform, bro. Because we would have been a bunch of nobodies about 80 years ago or so. End this soon. That's
no. It's watch the comeback for those. we teased you, we jumped it, but we here for MLK because ultimately, like you said, his way paves the way for a lot of the things we do. His dream was, manifested in a lot of different ways and brought to life in a few different ways. And it's today is the day that we remember and we honor him. I hope some people marched. I hope everyone got together because we were talking about this earlier. Yeah. A lot of times in media, you'll see, oh man, this ancient tribe or ancient civilization used to get together to celebrate this event or to do this thing. And they just talked about like everyone coming together, having a good time and really spreading the message of whatever it was they're celebrating. And seeing the way that San Antonio, at least, was doing the MLK marches and getting together and doing this
the largest in the United States, by the way.
Ooh, hold on. Let's give a
shout out to San Antonio for having the largest Martin Luther King march and participation all over the world. So we're doing some big things. And once again, y'all, thank y'all for showing love. Thanking y'all for giving us this platform. And we'll see y'all next Monday, baby. Let's go.
Well, all right.
All right.